Shalom, today's the 1st of May and I'm going to present the 7th session or 7th part of the book of James. We are doing chapter 3, basically the whole of chapter 3 in one sitting. The majority of this chapter is about the tongue. And first and foremost, James explain the importance of understanding that the tongue is in control of your life. Your tongue is in control of your life. It can be a destructive force. It also has the ability to destroy, to cause separation, to consume, to separate, and basically to destroy the whole body, and also influencing the direction of your life. You use the metaphor of a boat with a rudder, that it can steer the boat in any direction within strong winds. So it's not the wind that caused the boat to move from one direction to another or to reach a certain endpoint. It is the tongue or words. Now, there's a deeper level to the tongue, because the tongue is only the member that form the words. But the words are created in the mind and the heart. Those two centers. One is the intellectual center, the other one's the emotional center. And your soul area basically sit around those two centers. The personality, the person that describes you, exists between the mind, the intellect, your upbringing or your pre-programming, if you want to put it bluntly, what you've been exposed to, all the memories, all the emotional baggage, and that's the connection with the heart. Are you emotionally sensitive? Are you emotionally dead? That make up your personality, and your personality, your mind and your heart will determine how you respond to this world, how you respond to prompts from the outside, how you respond to other people, and how you respond to words or information. So Yahweh wants to deal with the core, the foundation or the root of these two centers. Now, first of all, Paul, I think it's in Corinthians, said we need to renew our minds. So your mind is full of junk. Your mind is full of information, scattered information. It's just like, downloading a lot of files from the internet, erratic, whatever, no really structure to it, just information that it's pleasing to your eye or your interest or whatever. And it's just a bunch of information. Now, the renewing of the mind is to install a structure within your thinking processes. The frontlet of your mind is basically the frontal lobe of your brain where you make decisions. And that's why Yahweh connect that part of the brain to His commandments. And His commandments, or His word, install a framework regarding your decision making. And your decision making is what opened the gate of the mouth and the tongue and the words that's coming through. So the gatekeeper of the words are basically situated in the front part of your brain where you make decisions. And that is where Yahweh said we need to place His word, bind His word to, so that our thinking can be controlled. And that is what Paul meant by renewing of the mind. He also referred to the mind of Christ, or the mind of Mashiach, the mind of a anointed one. Now, anointing means God on flesh. It means supernatural ability that comes from above, that is on a physical being, that give you another ability which you wouldn't have had if you were just born in this world and just exposed to worldly things. But He wants to expose us to spiritual things. And the seed or the medium He used is basically also the issue, which are words. Now, within the problem, You always come with a solution. So the problem is words, and the solution is words. Is the word and words. So Yahweh always uses the bad consequence and what's underlining to that to repackage it and restore back the true intent. And that's why the medium of the word will counterfeit the medium of words and the tongue that's destructive and destroy your life and put you on the wrong direction and the wrong path. And His word should be implemented into your mind. Now that's where you come in. It would have been nice to have a little plug in the back of your mind. We'd plug you in like the movie in the Matrix and download a little program, and now you can do Kung Fu, you can do whatever, or you can do His commandments perfectly. Wouldn't that be nice? Just a nice little program, and you can get an upgrade, and you can get new information, you can do it even better. But Yahweh does not want robots. He wants people with free will that can still make decisions for themselves. The reason for that is because love is a choice. It's done via free will. So if He made a robot can never truly love because it doesn't have free will. It's programmed to do something, and Yahweh doesn't want that. He wants us to spontaneously love us. And that's why in Revelation to the church of Ephesus He said that they should not lose their first love. Now the first love is the original intent or the original seed that was sown, that initial desire for Him and His word that drive us or that attract us towards Him. That first love we need to guard and protect, because that internal force will help us to want to accept His word, to want to implement His word, and to want to make decisions in relation to the framework of His word and His commandments. And that is how we manage the mind. Now the heart is the emotional center. In Proverbs it said the heart is evil above all things. We shouldn't be led by the heart, or should not be led by emotions. So we need to be slow to speak. When you're outraged, when you're angry, you will normally say things you don't mean, because the emotion is flared up. It's like a flame. The heart actually produces these flames, these emotions, these energies that will release the bushfire, the initial flame that causes a bushfire. That's out of control because your emotions are out of control. So to contain that will help you to be slow of speech, to be an honorable person, like we've done in the previous studies. So these are a few small things I just want to share prior to the study. Looking forward to speaking to you tonight. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Shalom.